EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First time with Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Mariota going to run on the option. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
7.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McDonald got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Working out of the gun, Mariota. His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 41 yards.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That is 48-yard line.
Throwing is McDonald. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's McDonald. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
10 at the 16-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He will push his way down to about the 14.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know wherever.
And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
To kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
17's Mike 17.
On first down, McDonald throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the gun, McDonald. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Oh, he stays up. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And it's taken in at the 9. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, McDonald flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Operating from the gun. McDonald, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 24-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Montez Sweat brought him down. It's a pickup of 6.
Here's McDonald to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jeremy Chin showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Mariota's pass.
Terry McLaurin, 94 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game, 24-24.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Christian McCaffrey.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 31.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Washington.
Running the sweep to McLaurin. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Fights loose from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
47-yard line.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A 41-yard.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panthers sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on first down, Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota on the keeper. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.